I was not planning on vlogging like this today. But this week has been crazy, and next week is gonna be crazy. And yeah, grad school is weird. There are a couple conferences I wanna go to this year, big science conferences, so I'm trying to write up some abstracts to submit to those in the next couple weeks. And then my committee meeting is coming up in about 3 weeks, where I will meet with 3 additional professors in the department and show them everything I've done in the past year and say, am I going in the right direction? And they will tell me yes or they will tell me no. So I'm trying to do a lot of extra experiments for that. And also my volunteering at the Tech Museum in San Jose is coming to a close, so I'm trying to wrap up all the last minute pieces of that. And while I might not know what time in the quarter it is, the undergrads seem to very well know that it's finals period, and so lots of people are coming in for tutoring hours. I'm headed back to the East Coast for a couple days next week for one of my very best friend's weddings, and I may be going to a creator lab at YouTube for a half a day coming up soon, so that should be fun. And these are all great things. I'm doing lots of science that I'm gonna get good feedback on, and I'm trying to go to conferences, and there's lots of exciting stuff I'm gonna see my friends, but oh my goodness, time management needs to be on point. My Google Calendar is filled to the brim, but I know exactly when I'm going to do what things. My whiteboard to-do list is full and being checked off, and I have about 1,000 reminders and alarms on my phone to keep me in check. And that to me is the very traditional time management. I have a schedule, I have lists, I have reminders, do it. But there is a second aspect to time management, to me, that I have been starting to really think about this year and try and implement. And that is to always remember to value my time. This is a concept that I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it means for me. But at the moment, I just always try and remember whenever I'm doing something, is this thing worth my time? Now this definitely applies in the lab. If I'm doing something just because it feels like I should be doing something, maybe that is not the most valuable use of my time. Like I talked about last week, I really want to be thinking about doing the most valuable thing at one point in time. And sometimes that means spending a little bit more time figuring out what the right experiment to do is, rather than just doing an experiment. It also, both in and out of the lab, means not wasting my time on stupid stuff. If I'm just scrolling through Facebook or Twitter or Reddit, or I'm playing 2 dots on my phone even though it's addictive, it's not always the most valuable use of my time. And that's not to say I can't take any time off, but for me, I would value that time off so much more if I was reading a book or watching a great movie or doing something more substantial than just scrolling through Twitter. Inside of the lab when I'm working, outside of the lab when I'm sometimes working, and outside of the lab when I'm trying to relax and take some time for my brain to recuperate, I'm always trying to think, am I doing the most valuable thing with my time? I think I'm doing all right. I do catch myself, wasting time every now and then, in lab, out of lab. It happens, but I'm really trying to make the most of every minute that I have for work or for relaxation. And then of course there's making YouTube videos and breaking the fourth wall here. I think that this actually is a pretty valuable use of my time. I really like the interaction that I have with people online. I'm really hoping that, I'm getting science out there in new and creative ways, and that just by making stuff, I'm gonna get better at making stuff and get better at communicating what grad school and science and doing science is actually like. So just the process of making these videos to me is a valuable experience, even if each individual video isn't some masterpiece that's gonna play at Sundance. Because, that'd be awesome, but this doesn't seem like that. I don't, I think one of the reasons that I've been thinking about this more is because historically, I think, undervalue my own time. So when I got this tutoring job that I've been at for about a year now, I was shocked when they told me to put on my time card the hours that I went to a staff meeting, because I thought I would only be getting paid for the actual tutoring I was doing when there was a student in the room with me. But they thought, no, they valued my time. I was coming in and going to a staff meeting, and I was acquiring skills that I was going to be using for work for them, and they considered that meeting work, and that was time out of my day that they were taking, and so they wanted to pay me for it. And that just blew my mind that they valued my time enough to pay me for that hour-long staff meeting. Maybe that's crazy, and maybe that's just me, but it made me realize that, wow, these people value my time more than I currently do, so maybe I should really be thinking about this. And certainly, as I've been saying throughout this video, that value is not always monetary. Sometimes that value is work that I'm achieving and progress I'm making. Sometimes that value is just additional relaxation and de-stressing in my life. But I really am trying to think about, what am I doing and what is its value to me right now? And if it doesn't have a great value, I should stop doing that. These are just my thoughts. Now, as I mentioned, the next couple weeks are going to be crazy, but I am still going to make a video a week because I promised myself at the beginning of the year that I would do that, and that to me is a thing of value. Now, I have some footage filmed for a new What Is This Thing video, so that will be coming out soon, but I also was maybe thinking about doing a Q&A video at some point in time soon, because that's what YouTubers seem to do when they're running short on time. So leave your question in the comments below. I'll also ask for questions on Twitter. I've been making these videos for about 5 months now, so maybe some of you have things you want to ask me. So give me the Q's so I can give you the A's. Go forth, do science, and value your own time.